Alright everyone, welcome to an episode of King Midas Supercard once again. Sorry for the lack of videos and stuff, been quite busy and the lack of content and stuff. So let's just go on with it really. So first we'll start off with our bonus pack. Of course, this is the first bonus pack that you've seen with the new content. Now on the board I've pulled the Jug Free Equipment and also the Larry. I've pulled that. I've not had Punk from the draft board yet. I did do fast lane just to get him because I knew, as you've just seen, I will get nothing out of it. There's like very, very little chance I will get him from it. I never seem to get him. The only one that I can the only two I can recall probably getting was off the draft board was Kevin Owens back in Dual Tier and Mae Young last year. So I got them. One of them very quickly, and the other one not so much. But what the ropes? We got three. Now we're still looking for Trish. She's been evading me, that's for sure. But yeah, just should put myself on do not disturb, so you don't see any personal stuff or anything. Miz, two voucher draft picks. That would be fine for the thing. Now I need to avoid four if I can. Got another three, so that'd be like a medium pack. Well, large pack, as they say, 20 cards. Need to avoid 1 and 4. That's a 6, which is what the ropes. Yeah, it's what the ropes, which is good. Get more chances. 4 rare to draft picks. Miz, Jade. So I need to avoid 2 and 6. Yeah, 6. So, and ideally I want to see a 4. Not very good, any really good areas for 4. Got 3, which you know is okay. So I need to try and avoid 3 and 6. Ideally 1 or 5. We've got 1, so that's perfect. That's another walk the ropes. That would have been really, really good for me had Larry not come out. Another average draft pick, Jesus. 100 credits. Need to avoid 2, 5 and 6. Ideally I want 4. I've got 3, which is one of them really big packs. 47 now, so we ain't getting nothing. Need to avoid 1, 2 and 5. Nope, 6. Sorry, 1, 2 and 5. No, 2, 3 and 5. And ideally I want 1. No, 2, 3 and 6, what am I on? Ideally I want 1. Got 5, which, yep, that's good. Got Carrion. Speaking of carrions, of course, before next tier, try and get as many carrions as you can. In terms of you need them for new images and stuff, he'll be out of the game very soon. So I need to avoid here 1, 3, 4. That's it, 1, 3, 4. Got 6, so that's perfect. Next is avoiding 2, 4, and 6. So basically any even numbers. Got 3. This is a tough one. We need 2 and 6 only to be alive. We just mistimed it on a 4. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Of course, got 6 Roach Japex from it, so that's a plus. That's 7 Roach Japex even. Gonna get a guaranteed Sum card. Maybe a Punk. There's Roman, Jada, Tiff. Of course, I'm very behind in Road Glory, so I do actually need to play it. There's Julius Creed, Sherry, Ivar, Tatum for the third time today. Keep Roman. Choose Cricket Stakes is a fortify and the rest can go. For me, what I'm doing is I am trying to keep my super coins and stuff up for this now, because I don't think I'm going to get Punk off that red draft board. There is no physical point. I already did Fastlane anyway, so I'm not too fussed if I miss it. Yeah, take that. Take the speed one. Just getting a free pack with it. That's good. Took away a 5 charisma, which is nice. Also, how was Clash in Paris for everyone? Of course, some big stuff happening. I'm gonna not do any spoilers or anything, but it's almost a 4-hour show, which was much longer than I thought it would have been. Thought it would have been about 3 hours, but yeah, it came up to pushing 4 hours, which was mental. There we go, Gauntlet's killed me. Yeah, I'm never gonna continue with it. There's not any point for me. I'm just gonna skip. Yeah, we got nothing. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, how was Clash in Paris? A lot to talk about, especially with the Money in the Bank cards coming out, or well, the PLE cards, depending on what you got. I got Money in the Bank, but yeah, do say what you think about them in the comments and stuff. I do want to know, because there's a lot of development regarding story now from it. I think now some rivalries now be done, but they've also edged up towards certain other rivals and stuff, which be, you know, nice to see and stuff, for sure. But yeah, do tell me what you thought about the show. Personally, I enjoyed it. There was only one match that two matches that I found very just meh, which was Sheamus and Rusev versus, and then the tag team match. So that was extremely mid, personally anyway. But yeah, the other matches were decent, to be fair. The Bronson versus Roman took way too long. Like from the start of that, like it was mental. But yeah, definitely a good show. That's sure. There wasn't really any bad matches. It was just some boring ones, but that's about it, really. I'm not going to talk about the results and stuff, because you know, spoiler free. I'm gonna keep it spoiler free. I'll just say though, it was almost a 4-hour show. I think it hit about 3 hours 53, 54. Then that's what it hit. But yeah, definitely a decent show. So here's a watch. But yeah, as we do some rocks here, like them, just try and build my super coins back up for the time being. Getting any funds? I doubt I'll get anything. But yeah, let's do some discussion actually about the game's content with some rocks. It's ending very soon. In case you didn't, you know, if you haven't been on the game recently and you haven't got Selena and you think you're quite close to it, now's your time to try and get it, because it's now basically on you now. If you don't get it, that's kind of his hot mind. It's on you. All and stuff. It's definitely come to of course, CM Punk Limited Edition, Fastlane, everything, all that stuff, and the support card, Larry, of course, the equipment. Although I will say to Cat Daddy, I think I mentioned about the Punk Limited Edition card before. I think I made a video on that when it came out. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's toughness, personally. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's because it's not Punk's best stats. But then I also would have put Punk as a toughness charisma card, personally. It's not really, like, quickest and stuff. So yeah, it was a very odd choice to make him a speed charisma, personally. And that's ever since it came out last year. So yeah, definitely go for it. Speaking of the quest, actually, wanna know how I'm doing on the quest? I've got 6 super moves, and I've done the play event, so let me claim that. Didn't get Larry. It's like a 10% chance for him. Got 3 red draft picks, which we'll claim. Hopefully I didn't miss the daily streak. If I did, I'd be very upset. Kel. Bliss. Yeah, Paul. So I should claim my daily streak, actually, in the hope that I haven't missed it. Hopefully I didn't miss yesterday's one, because I don't think I hope I claimed it. Can't remember what it was. I think it was a mail unhinged. So, I'm just gonna... what I'll do is, I'll show it, in the hope that I did get it. If I didn't, then... whoops. Okay, yeah, thank God. Of course, the Julius Creed and the Brutus Creed. I'll show that after, but I'm gonna pause in the video, I'm gonna clean the other thing, and then, yeah, we'll open them. Alright, we are back, and we've claimed out everything. So, our day streak was just a WrestleMania 41 female, Tiffany Stratton again, which is kind of mad. Let's claim the end. There's Julius Creed. He should be able to be used on other cards and stuff. We'll check that. I've got Julius Creed card and then Brutus Creed, which is a pro. Web pack will be the free thing. We didn't get the Andrade. Now the backstage thing I got isn't free to play. Isn't paid to win or anything. It is completely free. It's just a Julius Creed Pro. So we'll look at the stats of that. But yeah, also in the store there is this. Not the card, where you can get the card, but this image, the pipe bomb. Now, it is actually a very good spot, in terms of currency and stuff. It is here. It's basically just a table. It's just a special table, pretty much, and that's all it is. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't. Already, it does cost about £8 from where I'm from. So let's see. Yep, there's the Julius Creed image on the just the card. I'm gonna keep the Tundra one though, however. And yeah, let's level up this bad boy up. So I'm just gonna get rid of any cards. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Don't need the guitar. Just get rid of that as well because it's random. Just see the stats of it. It seems to be a decent sport. I think, well, if it's the same as what the other ones were, they're basically going to be just better than an F3 of the double stat sports. Of course, I don't really recommend double stat managers, they just exist. But yeah, it's just going to be one of them things in which it can definitely be useful, especially if you're needing it for a campaign and stuff. I should actually do a more up-to-date campaign guide. Let me know, because I've been thinking about it. Would you like to see a more up-to-date campaign grind? Well, not grind, but, you know, stuff. And there it is. There's an F3, a normal one, 6,360. I'm not going to get 45 it. There is no point for me to get it. Also did pro the Rita finally. But yeah, they are the stats of it. So it's actually not bad in terms of it. 6,000 can be very helpful. I know, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Supports. Yeah, I have 2 F3s. And 6. So an F3 Brandy, it'll be the same for Sherry. And same for all of them. So Paul, etc. The Julius Creed's an alternate to Paul. Paul Heyman. But yeah, Brandy Rhodes is 6,086, whereas Julius Creed is 6,316. So yeah, definitely there, for sure, definitely up there and everything. But yeah, do let me know, guys. Do you want to see a up-to-date campaign? Because my guide now is becoming more outdated, especially with the more content and cards and stuff that there is. Do let me know. Do you want to see it? Because I've been thinking about it a bit. like whether I should go through like end of tier sort of, well, not end of tier, but like end of most of the content, so it can be more free to play friendly and stuff. Of course, use it me. Of course, I'll be using whatever. I'll keep it as free to play as I can. But in the sense of like, would you want to see that, guys? Because you know, it'll be very interesting to know, like, because my current campaign guide video that there is, they're all doing various views and stuff. I know one is blitzing it, which is the Stephanie Vaquer stages. So if you want me to just go over the Stephanie stages, do let me know, because that's the stage that I feel like a lot of people have had the most issues with. Clearly, with the campaign guides, like stats and stuff. I know that's people tend to ask for like stage 69, 68, 70 sometimes, maybe the odd 84. But yeah, do you want to see a up to date campaign grind? Like not grind, but like an up to date campaign set. And if you do, of what? Because I think it would be one of them It would be one of them times in which, if I was to post a guide of like the annoying stages, or should I say I might do like stages that I found annoying, maybe at first. So one of them would be like 82, for example. That's the stage that gave me the most issues. It still will give me the most issues for sure. And how I'd beat it and stuff. It's very similar still. It's barely changed. But yeah, do let me know, guys. Do you want to see that, or would you be interested in it? Because I don't want to make a video in such that no one is interested in. So like if I'm doing like, because like it was quite obvious when with the campaign guides and looking at stats and stuff that like the Dominic Mysterio stages did nothing. In terms of, well, I'll tell you, like, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but they haven't done as much. That's for sure, because of I assume they're the stages. I assume that their stages not like no one's gonna have problem with, but you shouldn't have problems with, because they're relatively straightforward stages. So yeah, I may do like a guide or something, and that's called like most requested stages or something. And then you guys let me know in the comments and stuff what you want to see level wise, or any that you're struggling with. I can try and help. I know a few people have been struggling still on down arrows, and that's perfectly fine. That's 100% acceptable because of the lack of down arrows that we've had and stuff. But yeah, definitely do let me know what you want to see and stuff. Any levels that are giving you a lot of grievances, a lot of pains and stuff. Or if there's any stages that you just want to see me cover, because I don't mind covering stages. I've actually grown on campaign over the last year, over the last season and stuff. It's actually been really fun because I used to hate it back then. Like in season 10, I used to genuinely hate it, but now I don't mind it as much. It's actually really relaxed. Um, like it's one of them things in which it's quite an idea sort of thing to do. But yeah, do definitely let me know if you want to see stuff. Of course, same rules as the other campaign guide would apply, so I'm not allowed to use Bulldog, I'm not allowed to use Winston at all. But yeah, it'd be an interesting one to sort of see if anyone wants to watch. Whether you guys think it'll be a good video, really, just to watch me watching stuff, because I can't lie, I'm running out of content ideas. And in terms of it, cause there's not much going on, of course. And I've also been thinking as well. I've been mentioning this in other contents and stuff, and it's unfortunately not made it because of issues with the audio or issues with watching it and stuff. That didn't make the cut. Would you want to see more? What would you want to see more of? Like me playing events, maybe, and stuff. But again, that would be very boring to watch. Of course, my RTG progress I need to play a lot of at the minute because I'm very behind and we've got 23 hours left. So definitely have to play a lot. I know I said that I wouldn't get as many music notes, but I'm seemingly getting a fair few of them. Another tiff. But yeah. Also, speaking about Bulldog, we've gone over 1,000 Bulldogs. Now, so the last number I think I saw was like 1,086, I think I last saw. I haven't checked. I'll check after actually, see how many I've gotten. And then I'll state my opinion on whether I think this campaign is easier. Or not, well, easier than the last one. So let's actually talk about that now, actually, while it's on my mind. So, campaign. So, bear in mind, we still have 18 days, and we've hit 1,107 with 18 days left, of course. Winston, still not probable. Hopefully, Cat Daddy, you do make him probable. Be very nice to see him probable. But yeah, 1,007 Bulldogs. Very cool. If you want my honest opinion whether this campaign's been easier, I would say so. Well, not easier than Unhinged. Unhinged I found quite alright. But my thing is, though, with campaign is preparation. So if you're not, like, prepared in the previous tier and stuff, like, doing your equipment, just sorting them out and everything, then, you know, it could be very cool and stuff. To definitely be more difficult. I know stages, like 82, for example, gave me a lot of grievance. I know by the looks of it there, it doesn't look that tough, but it was actually very annoying at that level. Of course, I'd be using Bianca and Asuka for one of the matches, Punk and someone else for a tag match, etc. Of course, guitar being used and stuff, and the pipe bomb and stuff like that. You got Seth and stuff, which, you know, left out females shouldn't have a problem with. Down arrows, not bad. Of course, you do have JC instead of Jace Jane's signature card instead of this Unhinged, but I haven't got it. Well, I have got it, I haven't got Prode. Of course, there's CM Punks and stuff. Solo was relatively easy, especially now with the fusions. Fusions have been out a lot. So yeah, definitely tell me, do you want to see me cover any stages? Because it would be interesting to hear from you guys, because I get the idea that people are still struggling on down arrow side of things. Not many people are struggling on Seth and as much. People also struggling around some of the Cody levels, as Cody and Steph at the minute have easily got the most views out of all the sets. So like, the first one was Ethan Page to Tiffany Stratton, I think was the 30s plus and stuff. Of course, all the levels covered will be labelled. So, for example, if, like, for the Stephanie Vaquer guide, I had, like, the title, campaign guide completed, Stephanie Vaquer, or, like, campaign guide, Stephanie Vaquer completed, stages 63 to 70, would have been the name of it, something like that. Although, would you rather show it in, like, a YouTube short fashion, where it's just me playing the level, having the deck sorted out and everything, and go from there maybe? That could be cool. We'll see it. Because what I've been doing for some of them is what I like to call remastered stages. So, if you're part of the Discord, you will not know. If you're part of the 2K Discord, you will have no idea what that means. But basically, it is me doing every stage with everything I've got, but no super moves are allowed. So, like, the 150k stages and stuff, I've been beating, and not easily, but I've been beating and stuff. Of course, I'm allowed to use anything. I've also done some free-to-play ones as well. Only few of them, though, because of what I deem free-to-play can be considered questionable. In a way. Also, I should pro that Roman. Actually. And I do know one of the videos I want to do which relies on that, which is me getting my 10,000 star, 15,000 star. Then that'd be a fun watch. If you're wondering what the Bulldog image looks like this. You can see Winston. Of course, the Bulldog. There's no like bright glow to it or anything. It's just tinted. So yeah, it's up to you whether you say you like that or you hate it or whatever. Keep them. Give it a Roman. Got 12,000 dust. Just making sure that no one that I don't want to be put in isn't getting put in. Yep, all them could go. So be the 17,000 dust. So about 2 round sharp picks. Yeah, be about 2. Maybe we'll get Punk. Be funny if I did get Punk or third one. That'd be very funny. I doubt it though. I don't see me getting it. Oh my god! Oh my god! I actually got it. Nah, do it. That is mad. Yo, that is. Oh, I cannot wait to get abuse. Oh no. So, okay, I look like a laughing stock now for one reason and one reason only, and that person knows. Yeah, I'm not showing that then. So I now no longer have to do rarity draft picks, for this tier, that is mad that, that's just happened. I just said I doubt it as well and it lagged. Oh my god, that is a Punk. That is CM Punk. Number 3. I generally didn't expect that. Of course, he's gonna do the piece. Sign. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that hidden for a little bit until they watch the video of the. Yeah, that is mental. Yeah, that just happened. Holy. I'm at 26 minutes, so yeah, this is how I'm doing in Road to Glory. I'm definitely not doing great. I am very behind. I am working towards it though very slowly and stuff. I'll probably do a bit of a grind off camera and stuff. Hopefully get to like the end of Braun into Jey Uso by the end of tonight or something before I go to sleep. But yeah, this has been King Midas Supercard once again. I have just gotten to CM Punk out of nowhere. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.